I met a gypsy.
I think it was cool where he, basically just straight up said like it's 700 grand.
Yeah, I
It's
feel like
a lot of money.
there's way too much. Why doesn't this sport talk about that stuff?
It drives me up the fucking wall, bro.
Like, I feel like you should be able to just spit off your numbers.
What's your numbers?
What's my numbers for what? No.
What was that night worth? Yeah,
500.
So
First
I
championship
think
winner.
this is how I think about it. Sign on. I don't think like I've put a fair bit of thought into this,
Yeah.
right? So should you know what I make? It's like, well, does it make the show better? Like the people
No.
that watch the podcast at home, does it make the show any better for you watching if you know how much money I make? No. Like it kind of,
Yeah.
you're not telling your kid when you grow up, you can be $1 million podcaster,
Yeah.
right? But when you're on TV and you're watching a sport and you go, this race is for $500,000 cash bonus from Kawasaki, 200 when you add Fox, Scott, whatever, like when you add all of that in, like that's probably $750,000.
Yeah.
It makes the thing better.
It does.
It actually makes the sport better.
Yeah.
So when you're watching a golfer at Augusta on the 18th hole after 4 days of playing golf and you know what's on the
He's
line.
got a $6 million putt on the line.
$6 million putt.
Yeah.
That's fucking relatable.
Yeah.
Like that drives some kind of emotion. You don't have to give a fuck about golf to know that hitting a tiny ball into a tiny hole for $6 million would make me shit bricks.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, I think you're right in
Yeah.
saying that, like, why is it so? And then I think it wouldn't make people feel so weird about like showing the money side of it.
Yeah.
Because like, dude, you think how much money you reckon Jet made last year? Just guess.
What did he win? He won Supercross 250?
He won 250 Supercross.
Okay, so he had his own deal, so.
I was going to say, I think he had his own deal for that.
He did.
And then,
so I know a number there.
So then he won
Outdoor.
a 450 title.
Yeah,
Then
I
he
would
won
say
SMX, which had $1 million prize to it. Plus, whatever, I don't know what manufacturer bonus there was. Was there a SMX manufacturer bonus?
I'm not sure.
Was there one for you? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I know what I got paid. I know what.
From the payout of the race. Yeah. But no, like, manufacturer.
No. I didn't get a bonus unless I won like that overall.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what do you reckon Jet made last year?
8 to 10 mil, I'd say. That's what I would say. That's what I know. I don't know, but like Tomac went on a good year. I would think that was 8 to 10. Just knowing numbers, I would say, yeah, and maybe it was a little bit more, but either way, yeah, there you go. That's a good amount of money.
Yeah, and should you be pissed if you bought a $400,000 Rolls Royce?
Not at all.
If you made fucking $10 million,
Dude, he's got $1 million in taxes at that point.
Yeah, and guess what? Look up the weight of a Rolls Royce. What do you buy, a Cullinan?
I have no idea.
Look up the weight. How much does a Rolls Royce Cullinan weigh? Because this changes things. Because if it's over a certain amount of weight, that's 100% tax deduction, son. So it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's just levels to that world, when you're
sure.
making that much money. Like
Yeah.
there's even things that people don't understand about even making that much money.
Yeah.
So like you spend 400 G's on a Rolls Royce Cullinan that is over, what's the weight of those fuckers? What's it say? No, we're trying to find. Anyway, but I'm guessing that that's a car that weighs enough to be a 100% tax deduction.
6,000 pounds.
Yeah. So now look up how much does a truck have to weigh? It's probably a complex question, but how much a car has to weigh to be 100% tax deductible? But yeah, so it's like even that's why all the rich motherfuckers buy Range Rovers.
Yeah.
Because they're super heavy. And if it goes over a certain amount of weight, you can claim the whole thing on tax. So, and like you said, he's probably got $1 million+
in tax
tax bill for the year, So yeah, I completely agree. And I think that it should be said on the broadcast. It should be said. I don't think that knowing your salary, like in terms of your...
No, I don't think salaries... That's a sticky subject because you got teammates and you got...
Yeah.
You got people that think they're worth more or, they may treat you a little bit differently if they know. So, yeah, the salary thing, who cares, right? And for the most part, if you know the sport well enough, you kind of know
Yeah.
a rough estimate of what everybody's doing. Like, you probably know who the highest paid guy is right now.
Yeah.
And, but, there's your number.
So
6,000. So it's over 6,000.
6,000 pounds. And how much was that? 6,100 pounds, right? So, there's a whole different game at play. And it's like, I just feel like if we really knew the landscape and if there was like a little bit more transparency, then people would like celebrate that shit.
Yeah.
Like I text Haiden a picture of, look up type in Rolex Batman. So I've like, look at this watch and tell me who do you think I told to buy this watch. There you go. Just the blue one there. Yeah. Haiden Deegan. There's your Star Yamaha Rolex.
Yeah.
Like, treat yourself, son.
Yeah.
Now, look, this is the one Levi should buy. Type in Rolex Sprite.
And it's a good investment.
It is a good investment.
So my dad's friends with
Sprite.
do you know Fabio? Do you know that name?
Fabio.
Like, he used to be on commercials, like the long
Yeah,
hair.
the most beautiful man alive.
Yeah. Yeah. So my dad's buddies with him.
No way,
Yeah.
bro. No way.
They stayed at his house yesterday, and
That's amazing.
he collects cars and stuff. So like, I want a GT3 RS, like a Porsche. That's like,
You want or you won?
no, I want. Like,
I
that's
thought
what
you
I'm
said
gonna buy.
you won one.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
motherfucker, how did you win one of those cars?
I almost did, because the championship I was gonna buy one.
Perfect.
So, but that's like something I've thought about. Like, these people that, they talk shit on people buying nice things, but it's like, at the end of the day, if you're smart with it, it's an investment.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really think you got to treat yourself. And whether that's somebody who makes 50 grand a year and they go buy a Kia Soul and that's a nice car for them, then there you go. There's your treat.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can set like a standard for, I mean, the people, that are shit talking about somebody buying a nice car, just the people that don't make the money that they make. So I don't know. You're always going to have those kinds of people, I think. I mean,
but I think it's just like there's an important element of it, right? Like if you're a dad or a mum, or you're a mum, and then your husband's coming to you and like, let's put little Johnny on this little 50, and it's like, what's the first thing everyone says? Oh, I'm gonna get my kid into golf. I'm gonna get my kid, and it's like, well, fucking, this kid's 20 and he made $10 million.
yeah.
And the season before he probably made like 6.
Yeah.
And the season before that he probably made like 4.
Yeah.
It's like you can make money in
You
this.
can
It's
make
like
it,
it's actually an attractive option. So it's like I even think it's more important than just like live and let live, which I completely agree with you on that. But it's like it's also like great for our sport. If like, oh, these kids are putting up numbers, like this is something that I should invest in. Like this is something, school programs, college, there's no college motocross. Like I know Nate Ramsey was trying to get some stuff going with that for years. It's like, I think knowing this shit, not only does it make the racing better, not only does it make the spectacle better, but it also provides like a bit of a pathway of like, hey, it's not a bad thing for your kid to be a motocross and supercross racer.
No. And it may help, there's so many people that don't know what people make. And it's like, maybe it'll help when you got this millionaire that sees how much a golfer makes, and hopefully they're like, you know what, those guys deserve more money. And maybe it'll bring bigger sponsors into the sport and get us paid more money.
Yeah.
Because I do feel, I mean, I'm super happy where I'm at or whatever. And, but like, I think there should be more money in it for sure. Like, I think there's definitely a lot of work that needs to be done to make it more of a professional sport, in my opinion, outside of just us racing our dirt bike. But, I definitely think it would benefit if it was talked about more. I don't know why it's kept such a secret.
Yeah, no, I don't either, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's your watch there. That
thing's sick.
They call that the Rolex Sprite. So yeah,
maybe that's the next.
I could see maybe that's like a good win bonus. But the thing is with that though, that I don't know if people know, but this is why watches are a good investment. So like you couldn't just walk into a Rolex store and buy that watch, you know. So like
I've talked about some watch stuff with the dude I know, and it's pretty. I mean, you can't really lose on him.
No, not if you buy retail.
Yeah.
So like, which is cool. Like if you actually go to the store, like I had to wait like a year and a half, you know? So it's like you wait and then you just get a random phone call and it's like your watch is here, you know?
That's
so
pretty cool.
Like Hunter's super, like dude, Hunter was probably wearing a fucking $60,000 watch at the presser the other day, you know?
Yeah, I've heard he's pretty into it, but he's smart with it.
Dude, super smart with it, you know? So yeah, I don't know. But people like, they want to talk shit, and then I think it makes people a little bit like reflexive and like, I'll just keep it on the, you know, I'll keep it on the down low. But it's like, fuck, that anyone that hates on Jet for making money or you for it's like, bro, put in your absolute life on the line day after day.
Yeah.
And you know, I think I never thought about this angle of it, but when Villo did the pod, he was like, dude, I wish I spent more money. He's like, it would have kept me fucking racing.
Yeah.
He's like, I just saved everything. And then I had a number in mind that I wanted to reach for my retirement. That was like my financial number. He's like, and I fucking hit it. Like quick.
Yeah.
And then that's got to play with your mind because let's say it was like 50 mil.
Yeah.
60 mil, right? And then you've got this financial planner that's like telling you, hang it up, bro. You made your money. You could die doing this shit.
Yeah.
When you got what you planned to get, you know, you didn't spend anything, you saved your pennies, and there's like kind of loses the incentive where it's like maybe if he splashed a bit of cash around, it might have kept him coming back for more, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's very true. I've definitely not set a number, like, because I don't know what the problem with me is. Like, I feel like I could live a pretty good life off of like a lot less than maybe others.
I've been broke for so long.
Like, dude, I'll never, like, some of the best times of my life were when Star first picked me up, and you know, I just remember the difference of from then to now. Like, it was just funny, like, but it didn't matter. Like, I was just loving life. I was here in California, and I mean, my treat was going and buying like a pair of Vans, you know.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.